One of my favorite things about owning a Tesla and making Tesla videos are, number one, guys, I keep making these because I think they're interesting and clearly a lot of people do. I mean, not a lot of people have Teslas. But when I make a video about how much I love my Tesla or electric cars just in general, people assume that I just hate gas cars. Like, I own, me and my wife, we own two cars, and one of them is a gas car, and we love it, and I think it's important to have both. I don't think you need to have both. I think most people don't even need an electric car. I love it, and I explain why I do, and it's really different, which is why I make the content. So if you're, seeing this and saying, this is so dumb, electric cars are not the future, X, Y, and Z, I hate that, just know, I still like gas cars, so whatever you say, I'm probably gonna agree with, just so you know. Hate to burst your bubble. I love posting these updates, so I'm gonna continue to do so. But if you weren't aware, if you own a Tesla in the Tesla app, it shows you your estimated gas savings. It's not precise, there's no way it could be precise. It has to guess on your kilowatt usage, it has to guess on the cost per whatever unit of measurement you want to use for electricity, and then it also has to take a general guess for what gasoline would cost in your area. But that being said, it does a pretty good job. And it not only estimates your gas savings, but just your total spend as well. I find that all very interesting. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you've noticed that I have done that ever since I bought my Tesla about 6-7 months ago. So that is exactly what I'm going to continue to do. So for today's video, I want to give you an update because I'm about to go on a really long road trip, and it's been a while since I've done an update. So we're gonna do one right now. Now I gotta preface with a couple things because I found that when you talk about Teslas, it tends to be one of the most controversial topics on the internet when it comes to cars. I am in no way saying that I am netting all of this as profit or I'm saving all of this money. I understand that a Tesla can be more expensive than a comparable internal combustion engine car, such as a Honda Accord or a BMW, whatever, or a whatever gas car you want to compare it to. They're different. I get that. I'm also not 100% EV. I own a gas car. I own an EV. I like them both. I like having both. But what's undeniable is that the fuel cost of electricity is cheaper than gas. Again, I know that tires cost more, but I also know that there's no oil changes. So just know, I'm not taking this as my net number. If you want to perceive this information as that, then I guess that's your prerogative and you can do whatever you want. Anyways, here is the update. The grand total is 8,100 and some change miles I put on my car. I understand that's nothing. By the way, every single comment or every single time I post one of these videos, without fail, there is someone saying, yeah, you're saving money now. Just wait until your battery fails in 20,000 miles. I'm gonna say this again. I might eat my words one day, okay? The battery might fail. I don't know. I don't know the future. Time is only going to tell on that. But if the battery lasts, I think this will be extremely worth it for me, number one. Number two, my car, which is the cheapest Tesla you can buy, has the worst warranty you can get, has a 100,000 mile battery warranty. So if my battery fails within the next 92,000 miles, it's going to be covered by Tesla, according to what I'm seeing here. Now, I've heard some people have had issues with that. So again, unless that happens, I will happily change my tune. But from what I'm seeing, there's no car that has a 100,000 mile warranty on an engine, right? I've never seen that. Maybe you have, but anyways, that's worth noting because I know the comments are. I know someone's just dying to type it. So I thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyways, we've driven about 8,100 miles so far, and here are the results. The majority of my charging has been done at home, but I have spent $229 on charging costs total. That's including home, that's including superchargers. And the Tesla app estimates that I've saved an approximate $619. Not too bad, 600 bucks. I'll take it. Overall, again, when I was buying this car, it was between this and a really nice Honda Accord, which, the jury is still out on which one's going to be cheaper 10 years from now. The Honda Accord might be a little bit cheaper, but data would argue otherwise. But here's what I'll say. I've driven both cars, and I much prefer driving the Tesla. It is so much more enjoyable. That's just my 2 cents. So there's the update. We're going to be going on a road trip up north to a different state, to Idaho. I live in Utah. And then we're going to be going down and to California and back. So a lot of miles to drive, a lot of updates to come. We might be into the 800-900 gas savings category when that happens. So anyways, that's the update. Oh yeah, one thing that's really underrated about owning a Tesla is your ability to mooch. I mean, just imagine if you had a gas car, if like it was socially acceptable to go into someone's garage and take their, lawn mowing gas can and dump it in your car. No, that would be a tool bag thing to do. But if I'm at a friend's house or at a family member's house and I plug in my car to the wall, it's like, yeah, sure, plug in, whatever. It's gonna be like, what, $2 of electricity you'll be taking? I mean, it's really nice. Even if you have a normal wall outlet, if I go somewhere, I can just plug in overnight. It's gonna give me 20 to 50 miles of range, which isn't a crazy amount, but it's kind of nice that you can top off at someone's house. Oh, and by the way, supercharging stops, which I'll make another video about my opinions on road trips, but having 2 young kids, I don't mind stopping for supercharging. I'm sure some people would hate it, and you're gonna get to destinations a lot slower, which is certainly inconvenient. But in my current situation, I've found that stopping at supercharging is actually kind of nice.